We've come up today to the hop farm in Kent. Hop farm? What sort of thing is that, I hear you ask? Well, the hop farm is one of the locations in Kent that has lots of open fields, and it's kind of set up as a showground, so they have many wonderful different things going on throughout the year. We've come here today to visit the War and Peace Show, which is a 5-day event, supposed to be one of the largest military vehicle shows in the UK. And so there's also an awful lot of traders, and there's model tents, and I believe there may be a dance this evening that we might be able to sneak in and have a look at. We're interested to see what's here as far as non-military goes. I mean, obviously, War and Peace Show, yeah, okay, the war, that's going to be easy to spot. The peace, well, it should be quite easy to spot, but I don't know how much of it there'll be. So we'll have a look round and see what we can film as we go.
Hello, I'm here with Philip Wright of Walter Wright, a milliner's based in Luton. Could you tell us a bit about your company?
Yeah, my great-grandfather, he established the firm in 1889 at the current address. They cobbled the street for us because the carts used to get stuck in the mud on the way to the station. Been there since 1889, fourth generation, Walter Philip, Philip Walter, Walter Philip, and I broke the mould by being called Philip Ian. Mother couldn't stand the name Walter. Love making hats. That's what I do. That's why I still do it. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Do you do many shows like this?
When we can. It's new for us. We were for 110 years really focused on the high street and trade orders, but because Britain now prefer to buy in China, we had the option of packing it in or meeting the public who can't buy decent hats because they're all Chinese. So yeah, we come out here and we just have a blast. It's good.
So are you moving towards sort of private individual hats now?
I've always done special commissions, but yes, now we're finding that our special commission work that's trebled in the last year, and I get a lot of comments now that I can't find a hat. Can I come? Would you make me one? Yes, that's what we do. And then likewise out here, we're just sort of like spreading the gospel of hats.
So are there any particular styles that have sort of resurged quite unexpectedly?
Well, the vintage look is high street now. So we're finding that a lot of the cloche, the 1920s cloche, it's a classic. It's always been sweet, what it does with the face. But a lot of the 40s, a lot of the 50s styles are coming back. The fashion in the today world for the last few years has been the sort of feather on a cone. But now people are getting, as predicted, more adventurous, and they're experimenting with different periods. So big brims, the big theatrical brim from the 30s and the 50s. Then the like tight little things from the 40s are coming in. So, but people, if they know where they can get it, which is usually only us.
Yeah.
But once they know they can get it, then they're prepared to experiment and just enjoy it. So lots of things are coming in.
Yeah, I think people seem to be buying hats as a statement rather than just a necessity to cover their heads now.
It is, and it's the final statement.
Yeah.
And if you want to be remembered, you can make a lot of effort getting your wardrobe together. You put the hat on. That's your finishing statement. So it's an essential.
All having a good old time today, but it ain't over yet. Got a nice little treat coming up for you now. Can you put your hands together and give a great big War and Peace Show veteran tense welcome to the two and only Steve and Chris. Thank you very much.
I
I'm now joined by a young lady named Kaz. Hello.
Hello.
Now, I believe you're a performer. We've seen you doing a bit of a song and a dance
That's
in
right.
there.
Yeah, I am the Forces sweetheart.
The Forces Sweetheart.
Yes.
Now, that's quite a large claim to make, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So I'm taking it when you say Forces, that refers to all of the re-enactment gang.
That's all of the re-enactment gang. That's all of the guys that are fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan today. It goes right the way through.
Right. Ah.
Yeah.
So you're sending goodwill packages out over the
Sending
seas?
goodwill packages. In fact, if in one of my folders, I've just literally got a letter from Helmand Province, from the guys that are serving and girls that are serving there at the moment. So, yes.
That's interesting because it's kind of like, because you're quite vintage
Yes.
in what you do.
Yeah.
But yet you're still in connection with all of the modern.
Yeah, we
goings on.
tend to sort of go down the line. We tend to take songs from today, like the Band of Brothers, and bring them home and put them into a military sort of fashion, into the fact that they're actually tribute songs. Bring him home being the one for the guys that are coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, because everyone's praying that they're going to come back safe and sound.
Yeah.
Bring Band of Brothers, because World War II, that it was about being a band of brothers serving together, you know. And if you listen to the words, it tells the story itself. So.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, if someone's not at the show and they want to hear some of your musical stylings, is there
Okay.
something they can type
There
into
is.
an internet search?
They can contact me. They can email me. Just type in Cass Forces Sweetheart in Google, and I come up on there. They are £10. There's 5 different CDs to choose from, which have all the different tribute songs on different CDs.
That sounds like purely a marketing scam.
No, it's just the fact that we couldn't put them all on a CD, because otherwise it would have been about 3 hours long, I think.
Okay.
So we sell them for £10, and £2 of it goes to my charity that has been here today, the London Taxi Association for the War Disabled.
I'm here with Steve, and he's got a wonderful stall here. Can you tell us a bit about what you sell?
I sell mainly things from the Second World War, vintage clothing for ladies, civilian, and also on the military side as well.
What do you think sells better, have you found?
More the ladies' costumes. The ladies seem to be the one that like to dress up and look very smart, so I'll concentrate mainly on the ladies' stuff.
Well, I suppose ladies can wear them all throughout the year, rather than just
Exactly, yes, at any
military
event,
shows.
yeah.
So do you do any other shows?
No, I only do this one show once a year, and that's me.
How many times have you done the One Piece
I've
show?
been here, same stall for 14 years.
If somebody were looking to get into sort of reenactment, what sort of things would they need to get first off?
Well, if they're doing military, obviously it's a military costume, and the problem nowadays is getting things to fit. So there are quite a few companies that make the costumes now, so you can get them made. Or if you're a nice slim person like yourself, Sadie, you can buy an original and it will fit you perfectly.
So is it just the sizes are a lot smaller, or is it the body shape is very different?
It's the size is a lot smaller. Average chest size of a man during World War II was 36 inches, so and most men's waist sizes are unfortunately bigger than that now.
Yes. Well, my first World War II costume that I got, I did actually get a man's jacket,
Yeah.
fitted perfectly, but the sleeves covered over
Yeah.
my hands.
Very tall and slim.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you get to look round the show at all? Or are you
Never.
stuck? Really?
Never. I stall here, I sleep here, and that's all I do.
That's a shame. Well, I suppose you get to hear all the gunfire.
Yes, I get to hear that on a regular basis, yeah.
So, well, thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure.
And good luck with the stall.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined now by Giselle and Philip, who are, strangely enough, reenactors. So what units are you portraying?
I'm representing a member of the American 101st Airborne. I tend to portray a member of Charlie Company, which would be C Company. Giselle is a nurse in the American 8th Air Force.
Right. Okay. So now I'm guessing, looking at the way you're both turned out, you've probably been doing this for a little while.
I've had a Willis Jeep since 1999, so I suppose 10 or 11 years. Giselle's been doing this for 3 years.
Yep, about 3 years now. Yeah.
Giselle's lucky enough to be so small that all of her uniforms are original.
Right.
So she's actually wearing something that went to war in the Second World War.
Wow. Joining me now is Chris Jups, is it,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah.
And you are the organiser of this World War I display here today.
Well, the OC of the unit, yeah.
Right, okay. What is the unit name?
Queensland Royal West Kent Living History Group.
Okay.
It's our local regiment to this part of Kent.
Right, and you, within that group, you specifically specialise in World War I only?
No, we
you
actually
follow the regiment
we actually vary because we're involved with the Regimental Association as well, and where various events are on, such as the reopening of the Regimental Museum last year. We actually portrayed the regiment for as many different campaigns as we could, all the way up to Malaya.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not just World War I, but events like this is the one that lads actually specialise in. But we try to make sure that each one's got another string to his bow.
Yeah.
So we've all got World War I, but we've got some who've got Second World War kit or Victorian kit or whatever. So
Yeah. I would imagine, please correct me, that you haven't turned up here and dug this entire trench system 5 days ago.
no, we marked it out on Saturday. A digger came in and actually cut the skeleton of it on Sunday, but sandbags don't come over sort of pre-packed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there was a
that's
lot of sandbag filling and obviously landscaping the area and then adding what we do. That's all the detail. So if there's a machine gun position, there's going to be lots and lots of spent cases next to it.
Yes.
And that sort of thing, because to me that's the realism, where you got all the trench litter and the kind of things that would be seen.
Where we come from, which is a lot of people that go out do dancing and just go out partying. And obviously, from the reenactment perspective, you work much more on accuracy than most of the people I associate with. If someone wanted to think, I'm quite interested in joining up with you guys, it's going to cost them an arm and a leg to get everything kitted out.
We worked out some weeks ago, because obviously we get asked at events like this, and even another ranks kit layout is just about 4 figures.
Really?
Yeah, which would frighten the First World War soldier when he was told how much his kit was worth.
Wow, yeah, right. So it's not a cheap in.
No, but there are a lot of specialists now in kit, and the closer we get to 2014, then
Yes.
the more people are jumping on the bandwagon. But the thing plus about that is the kit's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
And
right.
It's
not
a wider
being made
market
in
as well.
China, is it?
No, made in India actually.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Whatever works. So, okay. And so you're pretty much done for the weekend now, aren't you? You get to relax now. You've got one more
long
session
day
tomorrow.
Well, the weekends are always busier because that's when everybody's off work. So
yes.
it's,
Well, no, to be fair, I looked out the window on Thursday and thought, I'm glad I'm not going today. Because you guys here were generating an awful lot of gooey mud.
yeah.
So, and you said you slept in your trenches the first
a
night.
few of us did the first night. Yeah.
That must have been so cold. Or is there some
it wasn't
special-
actually. It always gets colder around the dog watch, which are the late early hours of the morning.
Right.
So-
Okay. So did you have a load of canvas to go over the top? Or?
No, just wrapped up and with a
Right.
gas cape or whatever in the bottom of the trench.
Wow.
Which is exactly the way they did it. It's just a form of respect, really, because they did it. So if we're going to sort of play at it, then we ought to do
Well, it's
something close to it.
understandable. Yes, but I don't know. You're not fearful of waking up with a cricked neck or something in the
Well,
morning.
I
It's
did enough of
not-
that over the years anyway.
Oh,
So
fair enough. Yeah.
But-
Okay. Right. Well, thank you very much
That's
for
all right.
talking to us. Hopefully we'll put a link up on the website if you have an organisation we can make reference to. Do you have one of those things, or you're not that way connected?
we've got our own website.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I can grab details from that.
Yeah, I've got the card, so it's not a
Excellent.
problem.
Righto. Thank you very much for
Okay.
talking to us, Chris.
Thanks very much indeed.
See you out there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
mind the mud.
Cheers.
We've had a lovely day at War and Peace. I've particularly enjoyed looking at all the shops. I found so many pairs of 1940 shoes in one stall alone, and I've got a pair that may be making their appearance on E-Tower soon. Kieran's been particularly enjoying seeing all the tanks and has been naming them all for me. Yeah, we've had a great day, and it was so interesting seeing all the different aspects of 1940s culture. So all about the war, there was food cooking demonstrations, there was all sorts going on. We also had a nice chat with Viv the Spiv. It was nice seeing him again. All in all, it was just a really great day.